So Ari, how much did the event cost me total?
The event costed him $28,489.44.
Spreadsheet proof.
So this is our long itemized receipt for the after party.
This is how much alcohol was drank at the after party for a grand total of $4,068.96. That was one of 3 parties. Today's Wednesday, day before the Attention Summit starts. We just got back from doing a final walkthrough of the event space. Sitting on the roof of the Attention Summit right now. This is what it's gonna look like. It's set up for about 175 people. The scary part of putting on this event is the fact that I did it as a donation based only. A lot of people told me I was stupid for doing a donation event. And what donation based only means is that it's essentially free because you could have donated $1. Now, when somebody donates $1, you don't actually know if they're gonna show up. But there's probably gonna be like multiple things that go wrong. We have those light poles I've been using. One of them broke today, so I have to come to Best Buy to buy 2 new small tripods because I'm using those at my event tomorrow. So I'm at Best Buy now. $54 later, I have 2 new small Joby tripods. I didn't need 2, I only needed 1, but I have to get 2 so they're the same height because my OCD will be all weird if they're not the same height. That's just gonna mess with my head. But tonight we have a good bit of my team. My team is roughly 14 people. Some are contractors, some are full-time. And I'm having quite a few of them come in. We're doing a big team dinner tonight at a place called The Lure.
I'm Arriana, Director of Operations for Viral Edits. I am on the way to The Lure. It is a sushi restaurant, tapas style, downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. Ryan is hosting our team dinner there. And so all of us from all of our whole team from everywhere. We have people coming from Seattle, we have locals, you know, everyone who's contributed to the event that is able to make it is coming to the team dinner. And obviously Ryan's fiance Kristen and his daughter Chandler will be there. And so a really fun gift that Ryan does not know about is he has been raving about these golden gooses that he wants for the event to wear. And he's like, Ari, can I buy them? Should I buy them? They're really expensive. And I'm like, just wait, just wait. Because I wanted to get them for him. So all week I've been literally like begging him to not go to the mall to get them. Pretty sure he knows that something is going on about the shoes. But long story short, myself, his fiance, and our core team, we all pitched him and we did in fact get him the exact golden gooses that he wanted for the event. We got you a gift, Ryan. Thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys kind of gave this away.
I did not. I just said don't go buy it.
You both said don't buy it. If you're just watching this first time, I make people go viral on the internet, and my team is responsible for majority of that because they help me produce viral videos for a lot of amazing clients.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, how do you feel?
I've spoken at a lot of events. The biggest would be 5,000 people in India. I'm not afraid to speak in front of big crowds. I haven't wrote a single presentation yet, and it starts tomorrow, but I have a whiteboard and a flip chart, and that's all I really need.
We ordered the whiteboard on the 1st, and Amazon Prime said it would be here on the 3rd, and it's not. It's not here on the 3rd. Today's the 3rd in the morning. And then Amazon decided to say, hey, let me just send you an email telling you that it won't be here until the 5th. I just left Office Depot right now. I had to just pick up like our itinerary poster board that I'm gonna have for everyone that was made. And I just told the guys, I just said, hey, I know you guys don't have a mobile dry erase board, but do you guys have any other stores that do? Or if you were in my situation, where would you go to pick one up right now? And they were like, we don't really know. And I said, okay, well, what do you suggest I do with the supplies you guys have? So they said you can put like 2 24 by 37 inch whiteboards together and make one big one, and then just buy like a really big easel. So I said, okay, let's do that, because I'd rather have something tomorrow than nothing.
I have a lot of amazing speakers coming in. Many of them I have not met in person. We've just been friends on the internet for quite some time. And Adley, I've never met in person. I've talked to her many times on the phone, and I'm super excited to meet her. We gotta vlog this. Everybody get crazy. And we have my good friend Brandon Carter. How good was Brandon Carter? Give him a round of applause. Brandon Carter's been a client of mine for a long time. We've known each other for a long time. Just an amazing person. You know, a new friend of mine, which is Arab.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming. Thanks for having me.
fan of his content, love what he's doing. I love how he's going into dangerous places and showing things that most people will never see. Then we have the Credit Brothers. They're also a client of ours. They've been going viral since the beginning of TikTok. They basically became the face of credit. And we have Epic Dental. Been working with them for over a year. They actually sell cavity fighting chewing gum. If you're watching my stuff, you've seen tons of videos with me and Donald, one of the founders. Him and his wife, Monica, own the company. I love that they're speaking because they are regular business owners who utilize virality to sell a crap load of chewing gum and all their other supporting products because they have a really great product that actually helps people. They're also basically proving that a lot of dentists out there are not very honest. Then I also have my good friend Stefan.
Thank you, Stefan.
Who actually started working for me 2 years ago when I first started my company Viral Edits. He was an incredible time stamper. And what that means is he's able to find TikTok clips that actually go viral, which is a very valuable skill set. If you're already asking, is there going to be another one? Yes, there will be another one. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Today is day one of VIP day. We're getting a coffee before we go. The only problem that I see that I have faced today is that I'm about to drink a coffee, and as soon as I walk in, I'm not going to have a second to really stop talking or not be on stage. And I'm gonna have to go number 2 and poop at some point. I don't know how I'm gonna make that happen.
Hopefully the venue has nice bathrooms.
They have good bathrooms, but the thing is I have to be able to step away.
Nice carry.
Look at that, I've never been a server in my life.
Prove me wrong.
Wow.
Alright, what's the coffee order?
It's plain iced coffee, no sweetener, with a lot of heavy cream because the heavy cream keeps me full, and I'm probably not gonna eat much today.
Day one of trying to not get a parking ticket?
A parking ticket is $27. So I honestly think it's cheaper for me to take a parking ticket than pay for parking all day.
I'm gonna do a parking ticket counter throughout the weekend.
It's almost 1 hour and 59 minutes.
This from Argentina, man. One of the finest wines.
What makes it the finest wine?
Hard to say. Argentina is so famous for the wines, and everyone has a different taste. But you know, like the presentation.
I mean, the box looks incredible.
Yeah, like take a look at it.
Oh wow.
Well, I got it, you know, just protected because it's a long trip, man.
I will drink this and tag you.
This is almost 24 hours on a trip.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let me give you a hug. Thank you, brother.
How was building the whiteboard?
I didn't do it. I gave up.
Who did it?
I just put the only one up there.
I couldn't put both. Right. Are you having that issue you were worried about at Starbucks yet?
Not yet. Hasn't hit yet.
Only halfway through the coffee so far?
But I'm starting in 10 minutes, so it's probably gonna happen in about 10 minutes. I feel this opportunity with short form. YouTube, you're coming in with the pros, like straight off the bat. Like there's no, you know, even on Instagram is even harder than TikTok right now. But then you have people that are mass scale doing this. You have like the Patrick Bet-Davids, the Nelk Boys, the Hermosis, that you have $50, $60, $100,000 content teams that you're competing against. And like I like to know that. I don't like to shy away from that, and I like to find ways to creatively, you know, okay, well, I'm a little guy. How do I beat the big guys? And like for me, it was like nobody cared about TikTok. And obviously that opportunity unless you capitalize on that 2 years ago, is gone. So like the next opportunity is like how is creatively using those platforms and doing stuff that's different than everybody else's. So like, I do believe in YouTube, that's why I'm vlogging. The reason I'm vlogging, well, Savannah convinced me, but it's hard. Having a podcast is easy. So if you're gonna make another, let's sit and talk for an hour, good luck. It's really fucking hard. There's a lot of people doing it that are cooler than you. And that's, you know, and I don't say that to be degrading. It's just like, you put me and Patrick Bet-David in a room, he won. Right? You put me and Gary Vee in a room, he won. You know, so it's like, you have to kind of get to this level, you know, and I still believe in short. Like, I mean, I've been on a little break on my short right now. It's kind of been nice to not post 7 videos a day. And actually, I've just been promoting the event. So it's like, but the irony of that is, I got more views on TikTok in the last month than I have in the last 3. I posted like 6 times. You know, this is like when you do establish this, it doesn't go away. In case anybody cares, it's 2:47 p.m. and I just pooped.
We're stealing the viral edits
vlog camera.
Vlog, I'm Seb. I've been working with Ryan on and off for about 8 years now in the social media world. I'm a senior creative here at Viral Edits, and I'm also helping spearhead and strategize our new long-form side of the agency, Attention Media. I'm here with my lovely fiance, Suzanne.
I'm gonna throw this in the ocean. My name is Suzanne. Good to see you guys again. I miss you. Designated comedian here for Viral Edits, and I do whatever Ryan tells me to do via vlog camera, and I get the behind the scenes of things that cannot be caught 24/7, and here I am.
To go get Ari and Ryan some vegan food. Some Impossible Burgers, their favorite choice of cuisine.
It's just not true.
Could be if they believed in themselves.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm a senior creative editor for Viral Edits. I handle our team's quality control, and I also run a dog adoption agency, and I helped Ryan adopt his dog, Biscotti.
So they're closed right now down here, but luckily there's a rooftop bar. We scanned their menu because they say there's sliders up here, up there. We were totally joking about giving them a plant-based burger, even though that would be awesome. We're looking at the bar menu up there because the employees keep being like, there's sliders up there. Like, all right, cool. Swear not, the only sliders on this menu.
Oh, there we go.
They only have earth sliders, vegan sliders.
Candy melt sliders.
Oh, are we wrong?
No, I think we were wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man, joke's on us.
But it doesn't matter. We can still.
We're still gonna do it.
Yeah.
We'll get one of each and then do a taste test.
1, 2, 3, cheese! Let's go!
First food of the day delivered by good old
6:30
Suze.
p.m.
Suze, taking care of me.
Caffeinated and fed.
It's 6 p.m. I've had nothing but sugar-free Red Bull and a coffee.
What's the likelihood he has a parking ticket?
Only about a 30K chance.
Boom.
Let's see.
Thank you, City of St. Pete.
25 bucks. Bargain. So it's 8:30 in the morning. It's day 2 of the Attention Summit. This is actually the first day for the general public. Yesterday was VIP day. Epic day. We had about 50 to 60 people. Very happy with the turnout. Met a lot of really cool people. We actually stayed out pretty late last night.
'Cause wherever I go, put the rock in the road, try to get my songs on the radio. Won't forget how I was raised for the fortune and fame. Won't cut my hair, won't change my name. Stain my face on the board.
It's like the big day. I got Adley speaking today.
This video was a proposal. This is actually an ad. We charged this brand, we said, we're gonna get you 10 million views a month, every single month, on a really, really niche app called Reclip. Actually a really difficult client. So we use our formula of a proposal. They were watching something, it changes to something else, and that stayed on the screen, and you have Slim Jim, Uno, all these people commenting in the comments, Kardashian, just saying, what is Reclip? What is Reclip? So, and that did drive downloads, but if we just started talking about Reclip off the bat and didn't make it relatable to anybody, nobody would still know what the heck Reclip is, right? So that's how we take proven viral models of hooking. We're gonna break this down later, but we hook them and you're waiting for proposals. Proposals have the formula built in because it's hook, suspense, payoff. Everybody loves to see it. It's heartwarming. We can all relate to love, or at least most of us can. To some degree. If not, your time is coming. It's gonna happen for you. But people love love.
I got Arab speaking today.
World now, we don't have laws for social media, and all these social medias are ran by billionaires that are pushing an agenda. So if you speak out on something that you know that you think is wrong, they silence it slowly. I've gotten many slaps on the wrist for things I've said, where my YouTube channel gets shadow banned because of one sentence that I said, and I know it's because of that. And they shadow ban you for like.
Really excited to meet them in person, talk to them. I know the crowd's gonna love them. I know the people are gonna be psyched at their presentations because I've gotten some glimpses of them. I still don't know exactly how many people are gonna show up today. Based on yesterday, I think this might be a full house today. I hope so. That would be amazing. But we have capacity for 200 people, so we'll see if we're gonna get that, and I'll update you guys throughout the day. Is the first 1 to 3 seconds, give or take. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's only 1 second, but for the most part, something has to get people to stop. We all agree on that, right? You see a lot of shit, you're like, and I would urge you in your scrolling habits, and this is where I feel like people don't dive into this. When I am scrolling, if anything gets me to stop, the first thing I do is I watch what I'm watching, and then I click on it. Like, I go to the page, and I look at how many views it had. I've never done that and not seen 1 million views. So, and I do that, and I watch a lot of videos. Some of it it's hard to discern if it's a waste of time or if it's me market researching. But I do that a lot, and I pick my platforms. I'll do TikTok one day where I'm just doom scrolling TikTok, then I'll do YouTube Shorts, and I'll do Instagram Reels. I pretty much stick to those, and I'm not partial to one or the other, but it's interesting to see, and I always take note of what I click on TikTok, if it's different. You just want to take note of these things, and it's hard to like have a notes app open, so you're going back and forth the platforms. So this is just something I kind of mentally do. But when it comes to a hook, you have like, the hook is kind of breaking down into like 2 different things. So you have like hook 1, and that's going to be your first 1 to 3 seconds. This is just to stop people. I mean, Adley went over that pretty extensively. Like, everybody here can agree we understand what that is. And there's a lot of things you can do to get somebody to stop. So I'm not going to list out a list of what to do. You can yell on the camera, you can be half naked, you can be dancing, you could say something obnoxious, you could put a private jet, you could dump oil on yourself. The point is this is endless what it could be. But I think what's most important is, like, what do we call hook 2? And it's more of a transition statement. This is like, we would say 3 to 6 seconds. This is what gets people watching. Now, we've probably all been fooled by a good hook and then the video sucked. Can we raise a hand if that's happened to you? Yes, that's because they have a shitty transition statement.
I don't remember them.
Exactly. So hook 2, and the numbers are, obviously these change. It could be 1 to 2, 2 to 4, whatever. But 3 to 6. So when you are filming videos or you're prompting people to film videos, it's not, and this is where editing comes in. This is like where speaking comes in. Because you're speaking the first hook, usually it's intentional. And I mean, if you're somebody like me, I'm trying to speak 2 hooks so they flow back to back. Most people don't think like that unless you have a lot of reps under your belt. So you might have to do the first, say the hook, pause for a second. Because that's the thing about editing. Even if you pause for 10 minutes, you can just start talking again. You have a long file now, but you cut all that out and boom, now you have a 4-second video. But 3 to 6 should be intriguing, if not more intriguing than the first sentence, but it can't be the same.
How hard is it to get a group of 150 people out of a room by 6 o'clock?
Either you yell or you drag. I haven't drug yet, but I feel like I'm gonna have to drag Ryan.
Yeah, I think it's, what, 6, 10, we're how many minutes over time?
Oh, shit. I've even been guilty, and I've been lost in conversations. We're 36 minutes over. It's okay.
Alright, rally them to the roof.
Guys, still keep your conversations. Won't just migrate to the 5th floor. Here we go again.
Part 2 again. We meet again.
Careful. I'm just like uploading footage right now. It's just like super risky business.
50. How many cameras do you have set up while we're filming?
4.
Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. 'Cause I wanna hear the thunder, I wanna scream. Let the rain fall down, I'm coming clean.
So when we guys met a year ago at Traffic and Conversion, you guys accidentally got me fired because those videos went viral, but it was the best thing that ever changed my life. So I gave myself a day to be mad and a day to move on. But it was the fact that what you guys helped me grow into that helped change my life. Because you guys asked me how much you guys make a month, and I said an amount, and all of a sudden people were like, you make that much? And then I got fired like 2 days later.
What was the profession again?
I used to sell technology in jails and prisons.
So if you work in that business and everything?
Nope. After I got fired, I canceled. So here's what I did. After I got fired, I gave myself a day to be mad, a day to move on. I cashed out one of my 401ks, but because of the videos we did, it gave me confidence to move past that imposter syndrome to make this my primary career, and this is what I do now.
So what do you do exactly?
I teach people how to understand other people based on their facial features. So I'm an international speaker. I travel around, I teach sales teams, team building, team bonding, leadership, management, how to understand other people based on what their face says about them.
And do you make more now than you did at your previous job?
I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, but I'm slowly working my way there. And I'm in better rooms than I was in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Saturday morning, about 8:30 a.m. So it's Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. Day 2 of the Attention Summit, final day. Voice is still there, kind of. Just getting a little raspy, but that's just to be expected. It's actually a really shitty day out today. It's pouring rain. It's supposed to rain all day. Check this shit out. So I'm sitting in my car getting ready to go up to the venue, and yeah, give some thoughts. I think yesterday went awesome. Adley crushed it. Then we had Arab spoke later in the afternoon. He crushed it. He's such a fascinating guy. Some of the nuggets he shared about how he gets to the places he does, the risks involved, just fascinating. So today, big day. We got Brandon Carter speaking. We got Epic Dental speaking. We got Credit Brothers speaking. I'm speaking. My two best editors, Sav and Kim, are speaking about how they edit viral videos consistently for my team. Really great day. I don't give a shit that it's raining. It happens. But what better time to learn than on a rainy day? He also yells at me if he's not getting enough views, and I fix my team and fix my shit and help him out. But this is my good friend Brandon Carter. Let's bring him to the stage.
You guys like know who I am? Just okay, almost everybody, as usual.
He loves Brandon Carter.
I wasn't ready.
This is probably my favorite part of the event. I actually brought my 7-year-old daughter Chandler up on stage and had her interview me and ask me questions. So the camera's on. You want to ask me questions? Well, here, you gotta hold the camera at me. Oh. All right, what's the question?
What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? My dog Biscotti. He's in the back.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color? I think black.
What's your favorite type of black?
Favorite type of black? I like the vintage, more used look.
What's your favorite flower?
Flower? I would say sunflowers when we get them at the market and you like to, or pluck them from the trees.
What do you like about the event?
Oh, would you want to ask what my rose and thorn is of the event?
Yeah.
We'd like to ask her that about her day. So the rose of the event is that people actually showed up. And we didn't really know if they would. So that was really cool. And I would say the thorn is that I don't stop talking. So that means, I gotta hold the camera shit. So that means that I'm put on time limitations and I can't talk for the next week, because I would. So, can I ask you, what is your favorite thing about the event? Hold on.
My favorite thing about the event is watching Daddy.
Who's your favorite, Daddy or Mommy?
Both.
And what do you think about all the people that showed up?
I like it.
Say that one more time.
I like it.
Awesome. Thank you. Can I have a hug? Next, I had my two best editors, Savannah and Kim. They are my senior creative editors. They oversee all the quality control in my company. They gave an amazing presentation.
So we had this Grant Cardone video about buying or leasing cars. It's the same raw file edited, which is two different versions. One of the versions got 20 million views, and then the other one only got 200K, which 200K is great, but compared to 20 million, something was clearly wrong with the second one compared to the first. I believe the first one, the 20 million view one, he said you should never buy, or do you buy or lease a car? Keyword, he included the word car. And then for the second one that had 200,000 views, he said something about you should buy or lease. And then like at that point, it's confusing because people can assume that you're talking about cars, but you could also assume you can talk about anything else. So like really within like the first 1 second or 2 seconds, to be generous, like they have to know exactly what that video is going to be about. So buy or lease was just too vague, and then just adding buy or lease a car, like, was worth 20 million views. So. Also, for anybody who has a team of editors or edits themselves, this is a great thing to take a picture of. This is what we call our non-negotiable checklist. For all of our editors, we set this up as an accountability system because day in the life of me and Kim, that's another thing people were asking. We started off editing with Ryan when things were really crazy. It was just me, Kim, Ryan, and Luis, and we were all editing about 7 days a week, like 4 to 6 videos. Every single day for, I don't know however many months, but it felt like 2 years. Yeah, so it made me burnt out from editing for a while. But long story short, that's not sustainable. We ended up bringing in a bunch of new editors, and now we have a full team. And with that, me and Kim, now we transition to, we're in charge of, we train all of the new editors and contractors that come through the door, and we revise their videos that they submit daily. So what that looks like is, for a while, the revisions were getting out of hand, spending too much time, and it just wasn't efficient. So we created this accountability system for our editors called a non-negotiable checklist, And whenever they upload a video, it's their responsibility to submit it with this checklist with everything crossed off. So that goes for perfect grammar, all images are clear and match the client's brand, transcription matches what the client or guest says, so no typos, no black bars. When people export it wrong or like zoom in weird, there's like black bars on the side and it just doesn't look good. Pet peeve. And then audio's in both ears. Luis is always great at catching that. If you edit with headphones in, you'll always know that, but that's a common mistake too. Audio is in sync with their mouth. The lighting is good, and it is a useful / engaging 1 million video view excellence. So whenever they turn in a video, they submit this so that essentially, unless the video is confusing or boring or could have a better hook, that's all me and Kim are now looking for. Because before, it was all these like dumb little mistakes. That's just, you can't post a video if it has black bars or just doesn't make any sense. So that actually helped the revision process a whole lot. And then to add on to the accountability of it, when we gave our editors these, they edit about 20 videos a week. So we gave them a 10 strikeout chance, and then that ended up being too high. So we brought it down to 5, but so long story short, if they cross these all out and submit it, and then I come to find that there's black bars on the video, that's 1 strike. So if there's 5 or more strikes within a week, then that just warrants a call with me and Ari or Kim and Ari, whoever their senior is. And we just go over like what's going on and try to help them get better with that. And then if we have 3 of those meetings, then that warrants a performance improvement plan that Ari had went over in her talk. So this was a really good accountability checker for all editors, and it made our lives a lot easier when it came to revisions. Because at that rate, it's just us helping them pick out the best hook in the structure. Do you want to touch anything on this before you go?
So essentially, our role is quality control because it is super embarrassing to show a ton of people that you don't know how to spell. And something that I always like to point out to the editors is that your mistake is the client's mistake. A lot of people don't know that all these clients have whole teams of editors. So when a mistake makes it all the way through, it reflects the client poorly. It makes them look like they lack intelligence or they're just sloppy. So you never want that mistake to make it through.
And lastly, we have my friend Stefan share all of his timestamping secrets on how to use copywriting and psychology to find viral clips on YouTube to then be posted to TikTok.
So I stole this from copywriting, basically. I studied a lot of copywriting before getting into video. And basically the research process is so important because you get to get creative by using data. It's a data-backed approach to getting creative. Because think of it this way. You're playing darts. You want to hit that bullseye, right? That bullseye has 1 million views. Right now, you have your blindfold on. You can't see anything. Why would you throw darts with a blindfold on? You're going to miss. You might hit someone. You might hit your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You don't want to do that. But what you want to do is take that blindfold off. What research does is it allows you to take that blindfold off and have data and already know what's working, what's not, what do people need, what do people want, what do people hate, and use that when crafting your videos. Now, it's really boring. Most people won't do it. I can almost bet 90% of people in this room won't do it. But if you do it, you will stand out from your competition because nobody wants to do the boring stuff. But this boring thing will make your videos better. Now, let's get into... All right, talk about the hook. So, I'm picture there with 2 chicks. It's actually one of my favorite pictures ever. But basically, the reason I have this picture there is because it kind of hooks you in. You know, you're looking now. It's like, okay, what's this guy doing there, posing with 2 hot chicks? Why is he doing this? See, that's the main part of the hook. Now, the hook is the most important thing. We know why. It's the first 3 seconds. If somebody doesn't watch the first 3 seconds of your video, they're not going to watch the rest. So you need to dial in the hook as much as possible.
My name is Sway, and we are at the Attention Summit, and it is now officially over. This is the after party, so that means I have a Long Island iced tea in my hand, and it is officially time for me to be unprofessional.